Hello, everybody. My name is Nicole and I'm a technical analyst and private investor. And today I thought I'd look at commodities. And what prompted me really is that yesterday, Brazil's Environment Minister, Ricardo Salles, resigned. Now, he is the lead negotiator with the United States on financial recompense for the non-destruction of the Amazon. Well, it turns out that he's been investigated for allowing illegal logging and exports of wood, some say to the tune of $25 million recently. And so needless to say, his position is untenable. But lumber futures have already been very much in the sort of radar of the day trading community for the last 3 months. And that's my first chart. You will see here that from being sleepy hollow for years and years and years, keeping very neatly around a mean regression and 2 standard deviations beyond that. And then it just sort of went ballistic, starting at the end of last year. Then it sort of pulled back its horns. And then, it's just gone just doolally over the last 3 months, hitting a record high price. And this is per random length board feet, going all the way up and then all the way down again, like the Grand Old Duke of York. Now, we're not all the way down again. We're not there yet. But you can see the volatility is at a record high. And this is what happens when the thundering herd hits a small niche market. Mayhem ensues. This is not investing. This is not sensible trading. While the moves are big every day, this is not where you want to be with your money. That's silly. My second chart is another more worrying one, really. It's another commodity. And it's the price of eggs on the Chinese Dalian Futures Exchange. They've got loads of interesting agricultural contracts on that exchange. And this is a monthly chart again. And you can see that way before lumber hit the headlines, this one had a giant spike at the beginning of this year. It's the biggest ever monthly move on this contract. Eggs are also traded in Chicago, by the way, but I've deliberately chosen this one because it's more active. It's way above the 2 standard deviation around the mean. But we've hit these levels before. So this is slightly different to lumber, isn't it? In that you've had a sudden surge and then retreat back down to the mean, all in the space of a month. And now we're just sort of hovering in the middle there. But we've done this sort of thing before. We did it in 2014, sort of like that, 2017, 2018, 2019. So in other words, what I'm trying to say that this has history. The problem here is that if the price of eggs doubles and then halves and doubles again in the space of no time at all, this is absolutely dreadful for consumers. It's the worst type of inflation. My third and final chart is aluminium. This is Shanghai. This is the most active contract. You can see it's rallied a lot over the last year. It got a little bit silly and traded above its channel. It's now pulled in its horns, but it's not a catastrophic spike high. It's just a little bit of exuberance. And now I think you'll see that the commodity spectrum is wide and varied and very exciting with lots of things to trade. I hope to see you next week and I'll come up with some other good charts for you. Until then, good luck.